If you practice volleyball, there are always positive and negative things about an exercise, and you should know what you practice so you can focus on the good stuff. Let's dig right into it. Hey guys, welcome on my channel. Hope you have a great day. My name is Martin and this is all about volleyball, and today we're going to look at an exercise about attacking and dropping back from the net before attacking. This is the main focus, and still there are some things you can criticize, and I do for myself as well, about this exercise, and this is always the thing. Every exercise has good things and bad things. And if you focus on the bad things, you won't train the right things, you won't practice the things you want to improve. And therefore it is very important that you know what is right and the good thing about an exercise so you can focus right there. Let's take a look at the exercise. This exercise is about improving our approach, and therefore we need to find the right spot. Let's say after dropping back from the net, like after a block action. I see a lot of guys not really dropping back from the net and finding the right spot for their approach, and then they don't have the energy, they don't have the power, the force to really jump high and make a strong attack. And therefore it's very important to have a good approach, to see a lot of energy, and here we're gonna try to improve it with this exercise. So we have the player at the net here on position 4, and he makes a defense. After that he's dropping back for his approach and then gets a set out of system from his colleague to make an attack. Here on the libero, positioned on position 5. It's just that the libero don't need to practice the attack here, and therefore he's in defense and can do some more defense action. So after this repetition, everybody is switching place. The setter is going to defense and attack at the net, and the attacker from last repetition is collecting his ball and gets back into his waiting line to get another repetition done. The libero stays on the other side of the net for more defense action. Of course you can put a setter there on position 1 as well, or any other defense guy. You want to have them getting better in defense against this attack. So the main part of this practice was out of system setting, because every guy in my team needs to do a good setting to an outside hit position. And like after 1 hour we wanted to do some more attacks, and therefore we started this exercise where we can improve our approach to the net. And that's why we now start here at the net with defense action with our back to the net, which is kind of very strange. So when we look at this exercise, we see that we do a defense at the net with our back to the opponent as a first contact, because after that we have an out of system setting and the attack. And therefore this don't happen in the game. We practice something which is not occurring in the game, and this therefore we don't need to practice. But let's first look at the good things of this exercise, the pros, why we should do this exercise. We have a very purposeful chain of action. So we first have defense, then we have to move to our spot for approaching, and then we're going to do an attack over the net against the defense player. So this chain of action is quite what we have to do in the game as well. And we have a lot of coordination and forced movement here. We have to be really quick for our approach, and that is quite good because this is just like in the game as well. It's a great exercise for control and correction. As a trainer, we can see very easily how the approach of the player is done. If he is fast enough, if he is moving to the right spot, we can even mark it on the floor of the gym if we want to, and we can do very easily corrections for our players. And the intensity as well is quite good load control, because we have one action we can do with high intensity just as in a game. And after that, the player has some more rest, collecting his ball, some active recovery, and then gets back into line for his next rep. But still, there are some cons about this exercise, some things I criticize and you might do as well. Is this really close to the game, a defense at the net with our back to the net? No, it's not. It's just here for our coordination and to force the player to drop back, of course. And it's an attack without block here in this exercise. Attacking without block is not a usual situation in the game. It's not really good for our improvement in attacking because we should always attack with a block. It's easily healed here if you just put a blocking player as well against this attacker. It's very easy to be done. You can even put him on a box so you don't have to jump, just hold his hands above the net and then you have a block. But here I did it with a defense player, which is kind of okay as well. And then we have an exercise here which is like play and follow. So all the players except the libero are rotating over the different actions they have to do. And this usually is not my really favorite type of exercise when everybody is moving over the floor, because as a trainer it's not so good to do corrections because you always have to run after the player to tell him some things to improve. And therefore I usually like more drills where you have like 5 or 6 actions in a row and not like here switching always position after each rep. And last but not least, this is not really player type specific. Everybody is doing everything except the libero here playing in defense, but as well on this main part of the main focus of the exercise, like dropping back from the net, everybody is attacking over position 4, which is quite general and not really player type specific. So here is the variation with the setter on position 1 in defense. As I said, you can put different players into defense. You can even add a block. I think it's very nice to have a block as well. We didn't do here because we didn't want to do so much jumping. That's why this attacking exercise was the only part with jumping in the whole training. But still there are some good aspects about this exercise, and this is where we put our focus. While dropping back from the net, finding our starting point for our approach to the net, this is a very good exercise to focus and mentally prepare for the attack by dropping back with lots of focus. And as a player, if you focus right here, you do the defense, which is not like you do in the game. But after that, you drop back very quick, finding your starting point for your approach and then attacking strong, then this is quite a good exercise. So as always, let's take a brief look at the structure of our training session. This exercise is positioned quite good in the main part, at the beginning of the main part, where you want to improve your tactics or here your technique in approaching for the attack. Okay, hope you like this exercise. You can try it in your gym. You can try it even on beach because it's very essential for the basics of working on the court. And if you like it, you may drop a thumbs up for me. I would really appreciate it. Maybe you want to subscribe to my channel. There are more exercises on the way. So I hope to see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye. See you.